Dear students, today I am going to start the subsequences. So what is subsequence? So to understand the subsequence, let us take a simple example first. Then we will discuss about the subsequence. For example, a sequence AN is like this. The terms are say 1, then 3, then 5, then 7, then 9 and so on. Fine. What is the n here? N is 1, n is 2, n is 3, n is 4, n is 5. Fine. So if you pick the first term, take it here. If you pick the second term here, 5. Pick the fifth term, 9 and so on. They will constitute another sequence. That means if somewhere is nk, then the term will be ank, because this is a1, a2, a3 and this term will be ank. Fine. So in short, we are writing here, this is associated with 1, this is associated with 3, 9 is associated with 5 and so on. So these are also a sequence of numbers. These are the sequence of numbers nk, and these are nothing but the ank. These are just like roll numbers. इसको आप ऐसे मान सकते हैं आपके रोल नंबर्स हैं, और ये है वो स्टूडेंट जो उन पे बैठे हुए हैं उन रोल नंबर्स पर. फाइन. So this is called the subsequence. This is called the subsequence, which is denoted by ank. And nk is what? This 1, 3, 5 and so on. So here, let an be the given sequence. If nk is a strictly increasing sequence of natural numbers like this, n1 is less than n2 is less than n3 and so on. That means this index, this sequence nk, 1 is less than strictly less than 5 and so on, then ank is called the subsequence of an. Fine. Then ank is called the subsequence of an. तब ये जो subsequence बनेगा ये, this is called the subsequence. Example a2n, that means all the even terms of a sequence. Here a2n minus 1, all the odd terms of the sequence. An square is like, n square means what? 1, 4, 9, 16 and so on. So at for example here is the, then first term is, then an square will be what? First term is 1, fourth term is 7, then ninth term 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 and so on. 9 जब रखेंगे तो कितना आ जाएगा? जो भी आएगा, जो भी टर्म आएगी वो यहाँ आ जाएगा and so on. So this will be your an square. So here is an squares are all subsequences of an. We have taken this example. An is n. So sequence is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and so on. A to n will be all the even terms 2, 4, 8, 6 and 8. A to n minus 1 will be all the odd terms of the sequence, and an square will be nothing but 1, 4, 9, 16 and so on. So these are all subsequences of n. Fine. Now here we have a note point. Every sequence is a subsequence of itself. कोई भी sequence अपना subsequence जरूर होगा. Fine. If un is a subsequence of an and vn is a subsequence of un, then obviously vn is a subsequence of an. un an का subsequence है, vn u का un का subsequence है, तो इसका मतलब vn जो है वो an का भी subsequence होगा. According to the transitivity analysis, transitive relation. Third, order of terms in a subsequence is same as in the sequence. यानी कि ये जो order रहता है terms का, for example 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 16, 11 and so on. So if you pick any element here, then 7, then say 11 and so on. So order will be same. 7 will come later after 1, 11 will come later after 7 and so on. You cannot write down 11 here. No, reshuffling is not possible. Order will be maintained. Fine. Now some theorems on subsequences. So we will discuss here 3 theorems on subsequences. First theorem, if a sequence an converges to L, then every subsequence of an also converges to L. यानी सीक्वेंस अगर L पे कन्वर्ज करता है तो कोई भी सबसीक्वेंस आप ले लीजिए वो भी L पे कन्वर्ज करेगा. Very simple proof. Suppose an k be a subsequence of an. Suppose this is the subsequence of an. Fine. So since an converges to L, then by the definition for a given choice of epsilon, we can find a positive integer m such that an minus L is less than epsilon for all n is greater than equals to m. Fine. So since here is nk, so just replace n by nk here. So we get ank minus L here, and that's why this subsequence ank also converges to L. So this is the proof. But converse need not be true. यानी अगर सबसीक्वेंस कन्वर्ज कर रहा हो तो जरूरी नहीं सीक्वेंस भी कन्वर्ज करेगा. एग्जाम्पल इज दिस -1 raised to the power n. What is all the even terms of this sequence? 1 1 1 1. All the odd terms क्या होंगी? -1 -1 -1. So this sequence actually tends to 1. It's a constant sequence, converges to 1. This is also a constant sequence, converges to -1. But this original sequence does not converge. This is not a convergent sequence. However, an is not a convergent sequence. So converse need not be true. Fine. तो कब ट्रू होगा? कब सब सीक्वेंसेज अगर एक ही लिमिट पे कन्वर्ज करेंगे तो सीक्वेंस भी कन्वर्ज करेगा. दिस इज अवर सेकंड थ्योरम. फाइन. सो ये जो ड्रॉबैक है यहाँ की, इसको रिजॉल्व किया गया है सेकंड थ्योरम में. इफ द सब सीक्वेंस an2n-1 एंड a2n ऑफ द सीक्वेंसेज, दैट मीन्स सारी ऑड टर्म्स और सारी इवन टर्म्स के जो सबसीक्वेंसेज हैं, अगर वो एल पे कन्वर्ज करते हैं, ये भी एल पे कन्वर्ज करे, इवन भी वाला भी कन्वर्ज करे, देन द सीक्वेंस an कन्वर्जेस टू एल. सो वी हैव टू प्रूव दिस. फाइन. सो लेट्स सी. सो लेट एप्सिलॉन बी पॉजिटिव बी गिवन. Then since a2n-1, this sequence of all the odd terms tending to L, so then by the definition for epsilon greater than 0, there exists a positive integer m1 such that a2n-1 minus L is less than epsilon for all n greater than equals to m. This is why the definition. But all the even terms subsequence, this is also tending to L. Then again, for this choice of epsilon, we can find another positive integer m2 such that a2n minus L is less than epsilon for all n is greater than equals to m2. Now we want to connect all these because a sequence having all the odd terms as well as even terms. So we want to connect these two, and we will connect these two with the help of maximum. So m is the maximum of m1 and m2. So now for this choice of m, this equation, say number 1 and equation number 2, both will be satisfied. So that's why a2n minus L is less than epsilon, and a2n minus L is less than epsilon from here, and this is from here. This is also for all n greater than equals to m. Here m is nothing but the maximum of m1 and m2. So this is all the even odd terms, this is all the odd terms. That's why sequence, any term of the sequence an is also tending to L for all choices of n greater than equals to m, and that's why an converges to L. So this is the second theorem. Now the third theorem. Third theorem says that this theorem has two parts. First part is if a sequence an diverges to positive infinite, यानी diverge कर रहा है infinite पे, तब any subsequence of an also diverges to infinite. Second says that if sequence diverges to minus infinite, then every subsequence of an also diverges to infinite, minus infinite. यानी अगर sequence infinite पे diverge करेगा तो उसका subsequence भी infinite पे diverge करेगा. अगर sequence भी diverge करेगा minus infinite पे तो उसका subsequence भी diverge करेगा minus infinite पे. Fine. This is the theorem. So now the first part. So let a and k be a subsequence of an. Since an diverges to infinite, then what is the definition of divergence? For every positive, कोई भी पॉजिटिव रियल नंबर ले लीजिए, आपको हमेशा उससे बड़े कुछ टर्म्स मिल जाएंगे सीक्वेंस के. So that's why for every positive real number k, however large, there exists positive integer m such that an is greater than k for all n greater than equals to m. यानी कोई भी नंबर आप ले लीजिए, उससे बड़े आपको टर्म्स मिल जाएंगे. an, where n is greater than equals to m. This is one. Now when you replace this n by nk, because here is nk, so we are getting this a n k is greater than k for all nk greater than equals to m. Just replace n by nk here, so we get this relation holds. That's why a n k diverges to infinite. फाइन. लेकिन इसका कन्वर्स ट्रू नहीं है, यानी अगर सब सीक्वेंस डाइवर्ज कर रहा है तो जरूरी नहीं कि सीक्वेंस भी डाइवर्ज करे. हियर इज एन एग्जांपल, an इज -1 रेज़ टू द पावर n इंटू n. फाइन. अब इसमें जितने भी आप ऑड टर्म्स लेंगे तो यहाँ से माइनस आ जाएगा ऑड टर्म्स के लिए, सो दैट्स वाई -n फॉर ऑल द ऑड टर्म्स. अगर इवन टर्म्स लेंगे तो यहाँ से +1 आएगा, दैट्स वाई n, इफ n इज द इवन. नाउ यू विल सी जितने भी ऑड सीक्वेंसेस हैं, ऑड टर्म्स के सीक्वेंसेस, दे आर टेंडिंग टू -n, दैट्स वाई माइनस इनफाइनाइट की तरफ टेंड करेंगे. इफ यू आर टेकिंग द इवन सीक्वेंस, दिस विल टेंड टू पॉजिटिव इनफाइनाइट, तो डाइवर्ज करेगा पॉजिटिव इनफाइनाइट. हाउएवर द ओरिजिनल सीक्वेंस इज नॉट अ डाइवर्जेंट सीक्वेंस, दिस इज एन ऑसिलेटरी सीक्वेंस. ऑसिलेटरी सीक्वेंस है और बाउंडेड भी नहीं है, इनफाइनाइटली है. फाइन. सो दिस इज एन ऑसिलेटरी सीक्वेंस, दिस इज नॉट अ डाइवर्जेंट सीक्वेंस, तो ये डाइवर्ज नहीं है. फाइन. सिमिलरली सेकेंड पार्ट, सपोज अवर सीक्वेंस टेंड्स टू माइनस इनफाइनाइट, तब कोई भी आप निगेटिव नंबर ले लीजिए, कितने भी छोटे से छोटा, देयर एग्जिस्ट अ पॉजिटिव इंटीजर m सच दैट an इज लेस देन g. हियर g इज द निगेटिव नंबर फॉर व्हेन एवर n इज ग्रेटर देन इक्वल टू m. कितने भी छोटे छोटा नंबर ले लीजिए, g निगेटिव नंबर, हमेशा आपको कुछ टर्म्स और मिलेंगी जो उससे भी छोटी होंगी. तो an इज लेस देन g when n is greater than equals to m. Fine. Again replace this n by nk, so we get ank is less than g for all nk is greater than equals to m, and that's why this subsequence also tends to minus infinite. Fine. Again इसका जो converse part है वो true नहीं होगा because we are having this example. Fine. So this is all about the subsequences. Tomorrow we will discuss about the Cauchy sequences, and I think this will be the last topic of the sequence. Thank you.